Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski, and welcome to my guide on how to prepare for the 11th anniversary event, which is essentially the anniversary event returning to PokeMMO in the year 2023. Last year was the first time we ever had the anniversary event. It was the 10th anniversary event of the game's release, and it was a massive success, and thankfully, the devs are bringing it back. Now, not only was the anniversary an incredible time to make a ton of Pokeyen and make a lot of progress, it was also my personal favorite event ever. The anniversary event is really good about having something for every type of player. But if you missed last year's anniversary event, or maybe just haven't been in an event in PokeMMO ever, it's going to be really overwhelming for you. So hopefully this guide can help you sort of prepare and figure out what you should be doing or what you might want to do during that event. But Patrouski, when is this event actually taking place? Well, I've already made a quick little video talking about this, but here's a little refresher. Q posted back around May that they plan on releasing the 11th anniversary event for July or August, depending on how the schedule goes. Now, with PokeMMO events, with the PokeMMO devs, it's always important to keep in mind that it's possible that the event just doesn't happen, but this does seem to be some pretty solid confirmation. In my personal opinion, I don't see the event happening until at least August. Since Johto is going to come out around mid-July, I would think they're going to try to push it back and extend the Johto hype and then have the anniversary event come after. I would look mid-August, maybe even late August. If we're lucky, maybe early August, but I doubt it. First thing first, the big one when talking about pretty much any upcoming event is always going to be saving Pokeyen. As you guys might have seen on my streams, I've stopped spending as much Pokeyen. I've stopped buying donator statuses, shiny charms, and spending it all to achieve more shinies. I'm now saving my Pokeyen. Now, the reason being is there's two big ones: long-term investments or quick flips during the event. Both of these things are super valid things you want Pokeyen for. Having the flexibility and the capital to do whatever you want to do during the event is really important. You usually only have 1 to 2 weeks during an event to do everything you want to do, so you need to make sure you have all the Pokeyen you need to actually do those things. Some people may want to buy hundreds and hundreds of stacks of different anniversary chests or sealed product to make long-term investments. Some people might prepare Pokemon ahead of time or essentially buy quick flips on the GTL. If someone's listing a Chandelure for 100k, that's normally worth that amount, and now during the event it's worth $1 million, which sometimes can happen. You want to be able to have that capital to make those quick flips and make huge, fast money. And the other thing is just collecting and having fun and actually playing the event. If you want to spend a little bit of money on gambling, that's okay. Just make sure you set aside a set amount and actually stick to it. Don't keep going and trying to go infinite. That's a huge mistake. But if you want to collect every single vanity from the event possible, that's a really fun goal as well. Getting one of everything can be a collectathon's dream for the PokeMMO events. And I would say that usually you need around 20 to 30 mil to get every single thing from an event, which honestly isn't too bad for a one of everything. Now, that does kind of depend on what the most expensive vanity is. You could only need like 10 to 15 mil for certain events, but something like the White Rabbit plush, for example, from last year's Lunar New Year anniversary event, I mean, that thing ended up being around 30 to 32 mil now on its own. So that's a niche specific thing to watch out for. Alright, but I think that covers prepping Pokeyen. You really just want to save up as much as possible. The next thing is going to be prepping PVM Pokemon, but please keep in mind, this is at your own risk. This is where things get way riskier. Prepping Pokeyen is super safe. You can always use it, doesn't really go down in value, etc., etc. You can lose a lot of money or waste a lot of time prepping PVM Pokemon. And what I mean by that is, for example, if you guess that due to the developers balancing and design that this year Chandelure is going to be the best Pokemon for the event, and if you guess that correctly and you make like 10 or 20 Chandelures, you're going to make insane profits. Those Chandelures may take you, once again, 100k Pokeyen to make now for good IVs and everything you may need, but then 1 million is what they may sell for during the actual event. I've seen it happen. However, if you guess wrong, you waste so much money and so much time, and it's sad and pitiful. Is it really worth it? It's up to you. I don't recommend it. However, some PVM Pokemon in the past, ones that you might want to prep just in case, things like Double Typhlosion, those are really good for events, and that's just a gym rerun team, so you can use that for alternative means. A low-level Torkoal, similar to the gym rerun strats. A Crocodile, I recommend everyone getting these sort of PVM Pokemon. These are PVM Pokemon that you can prep, essentially, and have them also be good during the event, but if they don't happen to be good during the event, that's also totally okay, since they're just good PVM Pokemon in general. But if you want a frame of reference, this is last year's best team in terms of taking on the final boss for the event. So keep this in mind. Once again, please don't go rush out buying all this stuff, and please don't go building this stuff. It may be a total waste of money. The Togekiss is carrying a choice specs. And every move on this list is really relevant and important. Things like Light Screen, Heal Pulse, Soft Boil, Air Slash, Hyper Voice, everything here, Calm Mind, everything was relevant. Safeguard, everything was important. And then next up, this next point kind of goes alongside the other point. Make investments at your own risk, which kind of go with prep PVM Pokemon at your own risk. Things like Eviolite, Choice Specs, Choice Band, certain berries like the citrus berry we saw, sometimes those can go up drastically during events. If you want to invest in them prior, you can do it at your own risk. But once again, I really recommend the safest way to do this is, oh, you know what? If you just need 2 to 4 choice specs just for your Pokemon and for your Gym Run team, etc., you know what, let me just go ahead and get those before the event starts. That's a safe way to do it. And if the event doesn't need them, you know what, no harm done. And then finally, research last year's event with the links and playlists provided in the description down below, alongside browsing the forums and guides from last year. I always organize an entire playlist for every single event in PokeMMO to properly document things, including all the guides for most of the content, investing advice, Pokeyen advice, things to do during the event, my financial plans during the event. I usually recommend some combination of not buying or touching the economy and just playing the game, playing the event for like the first half of the event, and then a couple days before the event ends, I recommend buying in and actually making your investments, but not too late, because then everybody else is doing it. It becomes a whole cat and mouse game. So keep in mind, and definitely make sure to like this video and subscribe to stay up to date with future updates regarding the event itself. But that is pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, make sure to leave a like on the video physically. It does help me out a ton with the algorithm. Dislike if you didn't enjoy it or didn't learn anything. That's okay as well. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO notifications and videos. Follow the channel on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's links down below to meet new friends and play this game with a lot of incredible people. And if you want to go above and beyond and support my channel, if I help you out enough during your PokeMMO journey to warrant it, it helps me a ton to stay full-time and keep making videos. If you guys become YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo donations go the farthest. I just appreciate your time, though. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Stay cool. Peace. Yo, thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video. I really appreciate that, and hopefully it was worth your time. If your name is on this list, that means I appreciate you even more, and you go above and beyond and physically allow my channel to function. I appreciate you so much, and have a great day.